Hello there, welcome back, or welcome to Beauty Bee, and welcome to my update for my 30 by 30 project pan. I am turning 30 in April of 2024. So what is that? I have about 19 months left of my 20s, and therefore 19 months left to make some progress on these products. So I do actually have an empty this month, which I decided to put really far away from me. 1 second. I do have one empty to talk about in this update. It is from Tokyo Milk, and it is their hand cream. I think, yes. I started the project, or I think at the first update actually, I was right up here. Then I went all the way down to this line, and then I rather quickly finished this off after my last update, which was 2 months ago. It's an okay hand cream. It's not something I would rebuy. I didn't think the scent was that great, and it was a little bit on the greasy side. So glad to have that moved out. Otherwise, no empties to talk about today, unfortunately. I did intend on having my Tula face cleanser. I have like a big, I think 6-ounce size of that cleanser. I thought I would have that done today, but then my skin was misbehaving. I took a month off of makeup and all of my actual normal skincare products. So I have probably about 2 weeks of that product left. I don't know. I am almost certain that we will see that in the next update as an empty. But as for the rest of this, I don't think I'm going to go in any particular order today. Usually I go by category, but I'm feeling chaotic. So let's just start with what's furthest on my left, which is another product from Tokyo Milk. This is their perfume in 31, which is 20,000 Flowers Under the Sea. The illustration on this is stunning. And I did not mark this last month, but I believe that I was just above the word Margot Elena, and now I'm just below. I did mark it this time around, right under the number 31. Unfortunately, I realized after I marked it that I had not, in fact, put a pencil mark there. I just scraped off the label. So I'm not sure how I'm going to mark that in the future, because I don't really want to mark it up with a bunch of nail polish, but let's see. Not a big deal. Maybe I'll just make so much progress in the next 2 months that I won't even need to make a mark. Maybe it'll just be so obvious that there's progress that I won't even need to question things. That would be nice, right? Then next we have this pharmacy product that I actually think I had maybe just opened or was just about to open at the last update. And this is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. And it is a 50 ml size, so 1.7 ounces. So it's a little bit on the bigger side for a moisturizer. I think you tend to get ones that are either 30 mils or 50 mils. This is a 50 ml size. And I have used a decent little chunk of this. I'd say I've used maybe a quarter of it. I don't know. I'm not back to using this yet. However, I think it is what I want to use throughout the winter because it gets dry here, it gets cold here. If there is a time that my skin could really benefit from this thick of a moisturizer, I think it will be December, January, February, March, and unfortunately, usually well into April. Life in the Midwest. Any case, I've been working on that. It's nice. I don't foresee myself having any issue moving it out by the finale. Next, we have this Giorgio Armani Liquid Shadow. This is in the shade 12 Gold Ashes. My goal is to finish this, and I can at least see a fill line now. I had this in a project last month in my deck of panning to use it 15 times. I did that, and I mean, there is definitely a fill line that I can see. I think when I tilt the bottle, you can see that it is a very liquid product. It does flow pretty easily. It's not super high viscosity, So I'm making progress. I'm at least glad that there's a lot of product in here. I'm glad that I used it 15 times and it doesn't look half empty, because this is expensive. I didn't pay for it. I got this through Buzz Agent, I think. Maybe I got it through Influencer. One of the two. But yeah, I've been using it. It's really nice. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shadow. But for, I think this is like a $30 liquid eyeshadow. I'm glad that it's lasting a long time and it's not, you know, gone in 30 uses the way that some of the e.l.f. ones are. Next up, we have a, would you call this a lip gloss or a liquid lipstick from Fenty Beauty? Kind of both. It's like a full color lip gloss slash shiny liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Fenty Glow, which I believe is just their like original Gloss Bomb shade translated into this cream formula. And I did a bad job of marking this morning, but it looks like I'm actually sitting just below the mark. Hi, you can see yourself slash me in the reflection. Anyway, yeah, I've been using this, not in the past month because this is the only lipstick I've used in the past month, but I have been using it. I do have a fill line. I think this was, if not brand new, then used once or twice when I started this project. Now there's a fill line. Good progress. It is really, really nice. It feels great going on the lips. It's sort of a gently nourishing product. I think it's going to be great for all times of year. It's a really easy color for me to wear on an everyday basis. So not something I see myself having a hard time finishing. Another lip product that I actually have been working on is from Dior. This is the Rouge Dior in the shade 100 Nude Look. It is the matte formula. And I looked at my tally sheet. I've used this just shy of 50 times. I think I'm sitting at like 46 uses. And I know from experience now that it takes me right around 100 uses on average to finish up a lipstick. So about halfway there. If I wear it, you know, once a week or so for the next year, I should finish it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It used to have Dior embossed onto the lipstick itself, but I've used past that point, which I think is good progress. I really like this. It's another shade that's actually easy to wear year-round. These two pair together pretty nicely. This is a little bit on the tawny, peachy side for me. It's still a very flattering color. It's just, I really like pink lips as my neutral, and this does help to pink it up just a little bit. So I've been working on those, not consistently, but you know, at least making some progress. Let's finish up with the things where my goal is to finish, and then we can talk about the things where I have usage goals. So next we have this sample of a MAC powder, and I have not used this more than a couple of times over the past 2 months. I don't know if it's going to translate on camera or not, but there is a little bit of a film at the top. There's a little bit of hard pan. I think you can see it actually. That is from using this with my Ilia sunscreen slash tinted skin product, and it's so oily that I need to set it, but when I set it I have to dip my brush into powder multiple times because I need to set my entire face. And yeah, it's left this film. I need to take some tape to this. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But this is not, I mean, clearly this is not a full-size powder. This is just a little sample. And yeah, won't be hard to finish. I was working on another powder from It Cosmetics, I think. Yes, I was working on another It Cosmetics powder in a different project, and I finished that. So this is going to be the powder that I focus on for the next little while, and hopefully, I don't think it'll be gone by the next update, but maybe by the end of the year, and certainly by my 29th birthday in April of next year, I would like to see this gone. Okay, 3 face products that I have the goal to finish. This one, I don't even know what I was thinking when I decided that my goal was going to be to finish this. This is White Noise from Luxie Beauty. It is a highlighter. It is beautiful, but how did I think I was going to finish a full-size highlighter? And this is not like a super everyday, easy to wear kind of color either. I mean, this is intense. I mean, I do wear it on a kind of everyday basis when I'm wearing makeup consistently, but, or at least it's not a super special occasion piece of makeup for me. It is really beautiful, and it can be made to be a little bit more subtle, but there is still some actual shimmer to this. It's never, super everyday appropriate. On me, it's not as icy as it might be on a lot of people, but, it still has a little bit of bling to it. Super pretty. Might need to adjust my goal as we get further into this project, but for now, it's like a year and a half away where I'll need to really be concerned about finishing this, so I don't know. We'll figure that out later. That's a problem for future Iris. Next, I have this blush. This is a mini of NARS Orgasm. This is the mini that they will give you on the NARS website like half the time with any as a gift with purchase. I think I got this in a little Sephora set. My goal is to finish this, and I think you can tell I have made some progress. It's definitely looking pretty roughed up, but there isn't that big of a dip going on yet, so I don't know. This is a super flattering shade for me. I really do love the Orgasm color, especially for my lips, but also for my cheeks. And, I'm just going to keep chugging along with it. With Laguna, which is also a mini, actually this I think I got in the birthday gift from Sephora last year. My goal is also to finish this, and here I do actually have a dip going. It's getting to the point where it is obvious that there is a dip in person, but I mean, getting a dip to show on camera is a pain at the best of times, but I think you can see there is quite a bit of side pan visible over here. So I am making progress with this. I don't think that this is the first bronzer that I'm going to reincorporate when I start adding more and more beauty products back into my routine. I think that the Tarte one is the one that I'm going to incorporate first, but my goal is to finish that one by the end of the year. And after that, I think this is going to be my primary focus. So hopefully, relatively soon, we will be seeing some really good progress on that. Did that get out? Words are difficult. It's not that early on Saturday morning, but it's early enough. And then I think everything I have left. I have 5 palettes to talk about, and my goal is with all of these is to get to 100 uses. And that's 100 uses total, not 100 uses from the start of the project. So if I had 30 uses on one of these palettes at the beginning of the project, my goal is to use it 70 times during the project. You get it. The first item we have to talk about is this Pat McGrath Labs Sublime palette. I had this in a project as well. This was also Actually, I don't remember if this was in my deck of panning or my finish 5 for fall. Either way, my goal was to use it 10 times or 15 times in that project, and I did that. It must have been 10 times. I'm now up to 23 uses on this palette, so 77 to go. I think that this fall I'm going to make some good progress on it because these shades are very fall appropriate and absolutely gorgeous. Also, going back into the office has been an adjustment, and getting ready really fast has been important. So these are great for one shadow looks, and I see myself doing that a lot. Next we have a palette from The Balm. This is the Girls Getaway Trio. It is so cute. And on the inside, there are 3 face powders, a blush, and then 2 bronzers, or 2 blushes and a bronzer. Really up to interpretation. In any case, I have used this 60 times, so 40 uses to go. I don't see that being a problem at all. I actually think that I might need to adjust my goal upwards a little bit for this product, but again, we can figure that out at a later date. Let's worry about getting to goal number 1 before I try setting myself new, higher goals. And then finally, I've been working on these 3 Viseart palettes. I have the Petite Pro 1, 2, and 3. My goal with all 3 of these is to get to 100 uses. And with number 1, I am at 15 uses. 2 of these shadows are in my Pan Those eyeshadows for this month, so I'm hoping that I will get some good use on those and be able to up that number a bit over the next couple of months. Also, isn't this such a fall looking color scheme? I think that this will be the perfect time of year to use this. Number 2 is the one that I've used the most. I am at 58 uses on this. This one I feel just looks appropriate for any time of year. It's amazing. It's like any time I pull this open, I'm like, wow, it's like this was made for this time of year. And I can feel that equally as much in spring as in fall. But there's what that looks like. And then Petite Pro 3, I have used 49 times. I think this one is probably my favorite of the 3. I just haven't had it quite as long as I've had 2, so I'm lagging a little bit behind. But this one is gorgeous. And I think that brings us to the end of everything that I've actually worked on at all in the last 2 months. I think that I should have some good progress to show in the next update, which will be in November. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. I would love to see your lovely shining face around here. And with that, I just wish you a good day, and I look forward to seeing some or all of y'all in the next one. Bye.